Good evening, viewers and the general public. My name is Gaza Makauta, a member of the PDP Nasarawa State, and to my left is Honorable Idris Ojoku, a former flag bearer of the PDP Kokuna West, and to my right is Honorable Aminu Otaki of Kiana, all of the PDP. This press release is very important so that we can as well disseminate information to the general public, bringing them to speed with what is happening in Nasarawa State regarding the congresses of the PDP. And secondly, to disabuse the minds of those that have been given misinformation or disinformation regarding what has brought us to this level. And these are the issues. One, the registration of party members cut across the whole of the 13 local government areas were supposed to be carried according to the constitution of our party, and you're to delist those that have died and those that have defected from the party. But if you refer to the constitution of the PDP as amended in 2017, chapter 2 part 1 of the membership number 2 says a register of members should be kept at the ward level of the party, and the register shall not be removed from the ward secretariat. Now, this is not what happened across all the wards in Nasarawa State, and it's a thing of worry, and that constitutes some of the issues and the challenges that the party has. Cut across the entire state, most of the registers were moved, and some names were deliberately removed, while we know that validation has to do with revalidating the existing members of the party. And nobody has the right to remove anyone who has not, one, died, and two, who has not defected from the party. The constitution of the party spells it out clearly. Two, the zoning arrangements. We are a little bit worried and curious at the same time as to how they arrived at the zoning formula. If, for example, the state working committee had a meeting, and the state working committee comprises of the entire executives of the party of the state. They are interested members because practically they zoned most of the positions to where will benefit them. And we even have it on record where someone says he is zoning so that he can reward what those people had done to him. In a democracy, where the common denominator of democracy is the people, then it is in the best interest of the party to follow the constitution as to how you arrive at a zoning formula. We have never seen a situation where you zone to, first of all, a local government, and you zone with a name attached already to it. It's suspicious, as it has been done traditionally in the past. It is zoned to all the zones. Nasarawa State has 3 zones: Nasarawa South, Nasarawa North, and Nasarawa West. If it was in the interest of the party, they should have been zoned to all these zones that we have mentioned. Then those zones will sit down and micro-zone to their various local governments. And these local governments will go back and then micro-zone to wherever it is. But first of all, it should have a reflection of the heartbeat of Nasarawa State. Because if we want especially the voters and the people of Nasarawa State to be sympathetic to the cause of the PDP, then it is important that the PDP adheres not just to the constitution of the country, but it adheres to the constitution of its party. Because it is from there that we will start showing leadership that we intend to give to Nasarawa State. Now, the third issue is the selling of the nomination forms. There are a lot of interested parties. It is within the constitutional purview and rights of every member of the party, as long as he is a bona fide member of the party, to contest for any post that he wishes or chooses to. But that wasn't the case in Nasarawa State. And why was that so? Because of the myopic interest of a few. They decided to hoard most of the nomination forms. In my case, for example, I within my constitutional rights wanted to vie for the post of the secretary of the state. But I was denied the form. I went over to the national and told the national that this is what the state is saying. They said the national gave them just two forms for all the positions. And we asked, is it true? The national said no. They called the state chairman. They put him on speakerphone and they told him he was on speaker. And they asked him, why are you not selling forms? Have we not given you forms? A lot of things were said, but he was directed to sell forms to whomever had indicated interest. In the case of Honorable Idris Ojoku, he even went